Here's why people are upset about the Aladdin casting. Amid not-so-quiet whispers that Disney was having a hard time casting Aladdin for its live-action remake of, well, Aladdin, official decisions have been made, and the movies Aladdin and Jasmine were finally announced on Saturday at the D23 Expo. And while it's great Disney didn't whitewash the film, there's still a looming larger issue with viewing certain groups of people of color as culturally interchangeable when it comes to casting, particularly when it comes to the casting for one character. The lead up to the announcement hasn't been without its problems. After all, there's been a high-profile string of whitewashing in Hollywood recently, including Scarlett Johansson as a lead in Ghost in the Shell, She's Not Japanese, and Emma Stone for the role of a half-Hawaiian, half-Chinese actor. She is not either of those. During the audition process for Aladdin, more than 2,000 people read for the roles of Jasmine and Aladdin, Slate reported, and the casting notices from Disney specifically mentioned that these characters are Middle Eastern. When it came time to cast the movie's Aladdin, a few people suggested Riz Ahmed, Avan Jajia, and Dev Patel to play the role of Aladdin, which is problematic in another way. Although they're fine actors, they're not Middle Eastern, and while Aladdin was originally set in what was once Central Asia, the version presented by Disney is largely coded as taking place within the Middle Eastern world and within its overgeneralized culture. The three gentlemen above, again, they are talented. We should see more of them! Are of varying degrees of South Asian descent, and that heritage is not interchangeable with having a Middle Eastern background. So here's the good news, Disney is spotlighting an actor of Middle Eastern descent who we hope to see much more of in the near future. Mena Massoud, who was in Jack Ryan and is of Egyptian-Canadian heritage, has been cast as Aladdin. So much of the ethnicity-focused discussion around the casting was about selecting who would play Aladdin that it seemed to overshadow who would be playing Jasmine. Disney's pick for Jasmine is Naomi Scott, who played the Pink Ranger in this year's Power Rangers movie and is of British Indian descent. And, well, that takes us back to the exact same problem plaguing the discussion around the casting of Aladdin. To be clear, no one is questioning her talent, but people are upset because she's not of Middle Eastern heritage. Although Disney managed to pretty much get the casting for its lead character, there's still a larger issue at play. It's not cool that casting is still such that anyone who appears to be ethnic is okay. It groups people of color into one larger, other culture, and in the case of Disney's original Aladdin, a hugely stereotyped Middle Eastern, when what the industry needs, more than ever, is a dedicated effort to be genuinely inclusive.